Good afternoon, students. Today we will study the environment of plants. The second part is the atmospheric moisture, humidity. Water is always present in the atmosphere in the form of individual water vapor. This is normally known as humidity of the air. The quantity of water vapor present in the atmosphere at a particular place depend on several factors. When the atmosphere contains the maximum possible amount of water vapor, it is said to be saturated at the particular temperature and pressure. Any increase in temperature, water remaining constant will make the air unsaturated. The capacity of atmosphere for holding water vapor doubles with the increase of 20 degree Fahrenheit in temperature. Conversely, if the temperature is lowered, the capacity of air for holding water vapor decrease and therefore some of the water condense as a dew droplets. In unsaturated condition, the water vapor content of the air is usually expressed as a relative humidity, which is the ratio between the actual humidity present and the saturation humidity possible at that temperature. In other words, we can say that relative humidity is an expression of percentage saturation vapor at the prevailing temperature. The relative humidity of a place, besides being affected by temperature and pressure, is also affected by wind, exposure, vegetation, and water content of the soil. Cloud and fog. When moisture laden air cool down to a temperature below its dew point, clouds and fogs are formed. When air moves up from the land surface to the colder level of the atmosphere, clouds are formed. On the other hand, when cooling of the air takes place near the land surface, fog is formed. Fog can be formed by A. When there is a little air movement and there is a rapid cooling of the soil due to loss of heat during night. B. When the warm air rises on a sloping land surface. And C. When the warm air passes over cold water current of the sea. The visible vapor of the cloud and fog can become invisible if warmed up or can become droplets of water if cooled further. Snow and the sheet of ice are damaging to the plant of all kinds. Suffocation, lack of oxygen supply, accumulation of toxic substances are some of the minor effects of snow. A major injuries effect on plant is breaking off the tree branches after a heavy rainfall. This is more so if snowfall is accompanied with strong wind. The plant growing in snow-capped region have stunted growth and crooked stem. Melting of snow result in a good supply of water to stream and river. Hail, it is highly damaging to the tender crop. Effect of atmospheric moisture on plant. Atmospheric moisture is directly absorbed by the epiphytes, mosses, lichens and other plant. Dew drops are also absorbed by the leaf surface of the plant. Atmospheric moisture reduces the intensity of light falling on the earth's surface. Thus, plants receive excessive sunlight in dry conditions and exhibit several xeromorphic features. Atmospheric moisture in the form of fog and mist are absorbed by the soil particle and are thus source of soil moisture. The evaporation of water from the plant or a body of water is directly dependent on the relative humidity of the atmosphere. The rate of transpiration is directly proportional to the difference between the amount of water vapor actually present and the amount that could be needed to saturate the atmosphere. This difference is termed vapor pressure deficit and as compared to relative humidity is much more indicative of the potential rate of evaporation. The relative humidity by its direct control on the rate of loss of water by the plants play an important role in the type of vegetation of a place. Many cryptogamic plants grow in habitat where the relative humidity is normally very high. They are called hygrothermal Hygrophytes, certain fungi and lichens shows luxurious growth in the presence of high humidity. Epiphytes also grow in such condition. In place where there is a marked rainy and dry summer season, the vegetation shows marked increase and decrease in the rate of variety of growth because of increase and decrease in the relative humidity of the atmosphere. Relative humidity is measured by psychrometer, wet and dry bulb thermometer. Thank you.